Well, you know what does matter, Jacob? The Power Rangers reboot adding Elizabeth Banks as the villain, Rita Repulsa. What do you think about this?
All right. So, Power Rangers was pretty much sums up my childhood. That look, it was Star Wars, always number one, Star Wars, and then Power Rangers right below it. I, one of the first movies I ever actually the movie I remember seeing in theaters, the youngest. I can't remember any other movie before this was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie that came out, which I love that movie still to this day. I have no shame, but and I get it. It's hokey. It's cheesy. It is. I'll be the first to admit that. And trust me, I know it is. And it's like if you didn't grow up watching it as a kid, you'll think it's stupid. And I agree. I can't argue with that. But they're making this movie. They are having Rita in the movie. And before the I would okay. There's another character who's Rita's husband. Quote. Not really, but he is her husband. His name's Zed. Lord Zed. I would have liked to see him as the main villain. I think they'll bring him in later, but because Rita is so cheesy, like I don't know if you guys have ever seen her. I'm sure you have.
I have.
She's very like just loud and obnoxious and yelling all the time, and she's just cheesy and annoying. But they cast the perfect woman to play this role. I don't think they're gonna make her that cheesy.
No.
There was I forget what they said, but there was like a rumor going around of what type of character she was gonna be. And they kind of basically summed it up that she's like a badass. Like she's an alien. She kind of looks like alienish, and she's she's like a warrior, a hunter, a badass. So if they're going in that direction, mixed in with a little bit of the yelling, cheesy Rita, Elizabeth Banks is the perfect actress to play this. And I've been a huge fan of Elizabeth Banks ever since 40-Year-Old Virgin. She's amazing, and I think she could do drama too, like dramatic, a little bit of drama in there. But
So you haven't got a chance to see Love and Mercy yet.
I haven't.
She's really
Is
good.
she?
Yeah.
I enjoy her in literally everything I've seen her in. I've never been annoyed by her or not liked her in a movie. There was that one movie.
Walker Shane?
Yeah, it was a horrible movie, but I enjoyed it because of her. So yeah, this is great news. Look, I'm holding out hope for the Power Rangers movie, and I'm looking forward to it. There's some really cool science fiction things you can do with it. This is nothing but great news that they casted her. Trust me, I know Power Rangers. I know the Rita character. This is perfect casting.
Jake?
I mean, I'm not as big of a Power Rangers dude as Jacob over here, but I watched it as a kid. I don't remember a lot of it. I just remember teenagers becoming superheroes and whatnot. But so I don't know a whole lot about the Rita character herself, but going off of casting Elizabeth Banks, just as Jacob, I've been a huge fan of her for years. I absolutely adore her in everything she does, and she's always in these side roles, and she's always a supporting character, but it's always a very good supporting character, and she seems to be picking the right roles as of late, especially. And so having her pick a Power Rangers movie role, it's a good sign because she knows what she's doing, and a lot of people are after her for a lot of stuff, whether it's comedy, drama, directing now. It's like, so she's all over the map, and for her to be cast in a Power Rangers movie is a big deal. I don't know if it's going to be serious or like comedic or whatnot, but I would love to see a darker version of it, personally.
So would I. But
I don't think it's going to happen.
I think it's going to have the cheesy
yeah, I think so too.
jokiness to it, which, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
But, hey, it could work.
Yeah, and so, but as far as casting Elizabeth Banks, kudos to you guys, because I mean she's definitely great, and I'm very interested to see her as a villain too, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's a great point you added. Like she had to have gotten the script and read it, and she had to agree to do it. You know, I don't think she's the type of actress to just take a paycheck. Like every actor is gonna do their job to get paid, obviously, but I don't think they offered her a ton of money to come do it, and all the people cast as Power Rangers are completely unknowns. So she's perfect to have a known actress. You have to have somebody, a recognizable face in the movie. So those two things, I'm very optimistic.
Yeah, I don't really have that much more to add. It's a perfect casting, I think, about her role in the Hunger Games.
Effie.
It should be pretty similar to that kookiness type of role.
Yeah, and you have the dude from Project Almanac directing, so this is coming together really well. we'll see. I mean, everyone seems to not think this could go well because they think about robots coming together, and fighting. But you think about like Pacific Rim, Transformers, that kind of stuff. I'm not saying they're going to be as,
Well, I don't think they're going to put that big of a budget behind it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
think about that. You could do something really cool. And think about this. I didn't mind Project Omni.
I enjoyed it. I had a really good time with it.
I liked it. What is the director's name? I know it, but I always forget it. But so you got him directing, which it's not a bad film. And you got the writers of X-Men First Class and the first Thor, and now you have Elizabeth Banks basically putting her stamp of approval on the movie and being cast as the main villain. Other than it being a Power Rangers property, like if you just heard that director, those writers, Elizabeth Banks going to be the villain, wouldn't you be more excited? Just the fact that it's Power Rangers, lowers your expectations. But
and the damn title, Saban's Power Rangers.
Oh,
it's not
get
Power
that
Rangers.
shit
Well,
out
not
of
only
here.
that,
Power Rangers.
but he's going to have final say on everything that goes down, so that worries me.
Not only that, but I mean, that short that was released online a few years ago is still stuck in my head.
Oh.
That Dark with
That's
Katie
freaking
Sackhoff
awesome.
and
See,
James
they would-
Vanderbeek,
They would never go that dark, but if they did something like that,
like a Halo style Power Rangers.
well, look at the tone of Hunger Games. It's still PG-13, but very dark. They could do the same type of tone.